a lot of back-end preparation work on there. So, and that, yeah, with regard to any of the questions that you might have about assessment or course content or otherwise, I'm hoping that most questions, in fact all questions, should be answerable if you go to the course outline or to the guidelines for the assessment or otherwise. If there's a question that's not there, have another look first. Feel free to, there's a questions sent area in the discussion forum, so you can ask your questions there. But as an email, that's really a last resort, because hopefully, if we've done our job right, the question should be answered already. If there isn't, or something goes wrong, or the quiz doesn't open, then maybe I did the settings wrong or whatever, please let me know. Absolutely. The quizzes are open for 30 minutes timing. You need to have a good internet connection. Make sure you're somewhere stable, because once you start it, it's on an automatic timer. So have yourself set, ready to go. You've got 30 minutes. On average, we looked at the average completion of these last year, and most people completed the quiz within about 20 minutes. So there's a little bit of space there that if you want to think a bit longer, but if you've studied the course material well enough and you've been through the readings, then you should be able to cover all the material in the quizzes. You can have the readings there with you if you want to, and your notes, there's no problem there. You can be doing these at home or wherever. Oh, excuse me, I've got a little bit of a croak, so apologies for my sultry tones today. That's on the mend. For the face-to-face students, there's a group presentation, and for the online students, there's a discussion forum online. So those are equivalent assessments, each worth 20%. The face-to-face students who are here with me now, those presentations will occur in week 2 and the first 2 days of week 3. So in the tutorial after this, we'll arrange you into small groups and we'll go through the details of those. There's some guidelines to that in the course outline, and there's also an additional set of guidelines to the group presentations as well, which are both available on Blackboard. So yes, and there might be some students who aren't here at the moment who do want to join the presentation, so we'll have to work out an arrangement for them in terms of which topic they choose. For the discussion forums, that's only for the online students. So face-to-face students who are here now, you do not have to participate in the discussion forums. You are actually enrolled automatically. So we did a random allocation of students into the discussion forums. So you do have access to one of those, and you're most welcome to participate, but you're not being marked as such on the discussion forum.
We can glance at it.
You can have a glance, yeah, absolutely. Some important things there about the discussion forum is that there will probably be a busy time, and most likely that's going to come after the lecture has been recorded and then posted. So the lecture gets recorded and then it gets processed and gets posted into the Echo Centre. I'd expect that the online students are probably going to be listening to this afternoon. So this evening, that is the likely time that we'll see the traffic on the discussion forum for topic 1 start to increase. The online students, you are in tutorial groups, online tutorial groups of about 10 to 12 students, of which 1 or 2 might be face-to-face students. So you might see 1 or 2 names that don't necessarily say too much. So that might be because they're face-to-face students. If you're looking for discussion points, and I'll just go to the course materials, you'll see that below each of the topics in course materials, today's session 1, Peak Doom, there's the lecture slides, the reading, and some prompting questions as well. So if you're thinking, what am I going to talk about in the discussion forum? Well, there are 3 questions. So for this evening, how useful is sociology when thinking about environmental issues? What environmental issues are most urgent? And why has sociology been hesitant to engage with environmental problems in the past? My suggestion is not to jump straight in and try and answer all of those 3 questions in one go. This is a discussion forum as opposed to a question and answer session. The key thing that we're looking for is the ability to engage with others. I understand that you are in an online world and that you are sitting behind a computer, and one of the key things, and this is environmental sociology, is to look at engaging with other people on these topics. So if you answer those questions straight out and then log out of the discussion forum and don't come back to it, you're making an announcement, which is a lot different to a discussion. So we're looking for how you question other people, bring new information, have other perspectives, consider other ways in which other people are engaging with the issues as well. So listening and interacting is a key part of that criteria. Ash and Jonathan are going to be in there surveilling and maybe making the occasional comment as well, and nudging people. A suggestion, I'll let them do that surfing through the discussion forums, and there are quite a number of discussion forums, so they'll see a bit of a comparative as to what kind of discussions. That's going to be quite an interesting part of it, different discussions in different groups. You might notice them having a little bit of suggestion here or there. Okay, the next item is the annotated bibliography. Some of you might, what is an annotated bibliography? You might not have done one of those before. Well, it's a good way to start researching for your essay, for a start, and it's to collect 5 quality academic sources. That 5, yeah. A minimum of 5. You can get more if you want, but you have a word limit. So there is a word limit there of 1,000 words, 10% variation either way. The actual reference itself is not counted in the word count. It's just what you are writing about each of those sources. So to go out find 5 sources that relate to the topic that you're intending to do for your essay, and then to write a quick summary. Maybe some critical thought about it, how useful it might be for your essay, what ideas, key theories, or information you might have pulled out of those readings. An assessment of whether it really is good quality or not. Now, there are quite a few tips under writing resources, that tab there. So in writing resources, you'll see a referencing guide, and we're using the Harvard referencing system. There are tips on essay writing skills, a web page there with how to write an annotated bibliography, and another web page there which gives you some idea of what constitutes a quality academic source. So there's quite a few materials there to help out with doing the annotated bibliography. Make sure that you've read the guidelines within the course outline itself, which is